Hey, howdy, hey. I'm just chilling here at the bottom of a fucking river. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I thought it would be fun just to log out there. Because who the fuck even uses Rest XP, man? Plus I just wanted to just chat a bit before starting it up. It's probably a couple weeks after I made the last video. Only about a week or so, though. Oh, I started like getting in melee. Oh no. I keep forgetting this is a spellcaster sometimes because I just don't play them outside these recordings. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, and I don't even have my tank. Ugh. Oh boy. I am. Well. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I really have to get used to this. But the thing is that eventually I'll use this guy to, wait, do I have a healthstone? I do not. Oh boy. Yes, this is gonna suck. He's probably gonna, he might kill me. We'll see. Oh, and I eke out a win there. Hell yeah. Nice. And unfortunately those guys weren't even for credit. Damn. What was I talking about before all that happened? Oh yeah, I was just chilling out at the bottom of the fucking ocean. Or not ocean, like the river. But yeah, you just don't really. I think maybe this would be a fun character to like. Oh, goddamn. To like use for like maybe a raiding stream. Although I don't know why I'd raid on this character. Or on this server. It's just, for those who know, All right, now that I got my fucking health. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, man. Yeah, I might die here. Oh, yeah, he's already... Yeah, doink. Damn, bro, what the fuck? How do warlocks even do this? Oh, my God. I'm being killed just trying to accept the quest and, like, prepare myself going out. It's just like vanilla. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be a fun little thing to do, like have this character for first the level up content, and then maybe like use him for like streaming. As it gets bigger, because like I use like a bunch of servers for my characters, and this one's fun. I like this server, kind of at times stupid and quite Reddit-like. And at other times, it's kind of fun. Alright. Except... no, I have to summon them again. Do I still have my health stones? Bro, it got rid of my elixir of wisdom. That sucks. Man, I'm gonna have to eat my moist cornbread. Fill my belly up. Alright. So, I don't know, I've just been chilling around recently. I've been mainly just playing my main and getting through Pandaria. That's always been pretty fun. Other than that, I haven't done a whole... actually, there's one thing. I finally got to show my friend Titus. It was awesome. He's like, maybe like the what is it? Like, he's like one of the second to last deaths, or like the middle death, I think, in the I Know What You Did Last Summer 2 movie. But like, he's kind of the most impactful one to me. He's like, no, don't do that. No, don't kill me. It is like the stupidest thing. I love it. You see, my friend, he's a bit of a weedy, little pothead. So that's kind of why I love showing him characters like that. Because it's kind of for the joke. Huh? What? Did I not even accept the quest? Oh my goodness. My goodness. Oh, wait. I forgot. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Yep, I remembered that I had some new heirloom gear. Oh, it's going to be so good now. I can actually level it quite quickly. You have to kill these earth elementals. So that should be fun. You see, one of my main goals on my main was to just buy the heirloom gear for the purpose of leveling. So I have an alt that I'm going to be working on for like healing purposes, because it's actually kind of my goal to actually for playing this game right now. Hopefully just catch that burp. Is I want to work on doing roles I don't normally do in dungeons and raids. So I'm like, God, I have some stories to tell about how that's gone so far. I've only been like doing 5 or so dungeons, since starting tanking, and that has been at like practically max level content. I should say more like the current content. And my goodness, some people on that server are just dogs. Not like, well, not in the sense that they are just less than people. They are like just absolute animals in terms of their behavior. Jesus Christ. Like I literally said one time, hey, I'm very new at this. I have not touched these dungeons, since quitting the game like 5 years ago. And dude was getting mad at me because I didn't know shit. So eventually it's like, I'm like, I'm trying to like listen to the directions he's giving, like, oh, stay this way, stay this way. 5 minutes goes by, and I'm like, oh, well, you said go right. And he's like, yeah, 5 minutes ago. I'm like, okay, then speak up, jackass. If you're trying to direct me, I'm fine with that. Yeah, especially with me being so new. Just don't get mad when I'm like trying to interpret the lack of instructions. And eventually, when I started doing like certain parts of the boss battle, he was like, just like, good boy. I was like, Jesus, don't talk to me like I'm a dog. That's just beyond condescending. It was just ridiculous. And then I ended up, running a dungeon with my guild later. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was Shadowpen was the one where I saw this guy first. It was some other, like, I think a new one that I had unlocked. And my guild was like, all right, this guy's new. All right, be nice. And that dude was one of the people who'd queued up for DPS. And he just pointed at me and left. I think he was also talking to my guildmaster, kind of letting him know that he was the one I encountered. Yeah, that he had encountered me. And he was like, because I don't know, he just pointed at me and left. And my guildmaster filled in the gap, so I assumed they had a small conversation or exchange before he left. It's like, Jesus, what a douchebag. Imagine giving that much of a shit, man. No, these aren't pretty good. I'll take the weapon, though, just so I can sell it. Oh, boy. Wait, is that do I get that automatically? I do! Yes! That's so cool. I can just automatically get that. That's awesome. Woohoo. Wait. We get Incubus now? Whoa. Okay, I guess what's the point then? Yeah, Uh-huh. Okay. That's wacky. Now I'm tempted to do a dungeon on this server. Just because I would like to do that. But I don't know if I want to record that part. Huh. Because I'd love to do the class quest and get like the scythe and everything. Nah, probably not gonna do that. Alright. Let's go back to him. But yeah, I just love actually this. And it kind of makes me a little upsetty that we didn't get that for Tauren. I've heard so much about planes running, whether it's this YouTuber or that one. and just hearing like, oh, Torrens had plane running. They didn't. Not even. It got retconned before the game even came out. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Where is the last wildkin? All right. I was thinking maybe like doing a druid at some point too, just so I could do like the moonkin, because that was kind of one of my favorites. I do like the intellect based druid. I'm not really a huge bear guy. Cat was kind of my main for a while, just because I like being, you know, the little shape-shifting part. But I don't know, I'm more so just really loving the moonkin. They're fun. Alright, where is this? I think I'm looking for a ghost, aren't I? Yeah, I think he's in here. There we go. No, he's alive. A room. Also, I feel like I know what a moonkin. I feel like they're supposed to be like based off the owl bears of like D&D. But they got big horn. They got long horns, and they got what is it? Got long horns and a long beak. Some people are just not gonna get that. One time there was just asshole at school, and I have a friend who he has a, you know, I don't know really if he plans on doing more on his channel, but this guy kind of looked at him and said, "You got a long hair and a long nose." It was just so fucking stupid that my friend laughed. Sometimes I will always remember just dumb things like that. Like I remember one time, see, there's this guy that my friend didn't like because he's just a bit of an asshole, and he was playing basketball in gym while me and my friends were walking, and he took a step and something fell out of his pocket. My friend saw that it was a packet of cigarettes, and so my friend, he says to him, he's like, "Hey, you dropped something." He looks, he's dropped his cigarettes. And he's like, "Oh, thanks." And my friend, he's like, "Wait, why the fuck did I do that? I hate that guy." Oh, God. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Because, like, I don't know. I don't even know if I'd care. It's like, whatever. You have cigarettes. I don't know. Because, like, I am absolutely a snitch, 100%. But, like, I don't know if I care that much. I was like, oh, you know, like, cause let them smoke cigarettes. But, you know, I find those who smoke cigarettes personally insufferable. Especially like in the drive-thru. Oh my God, there are some people who, you know, like, right. So like the way, for those of you who aren't in the U.S., but I don't know how it works for you guys. You can't smoke in like buildings. I know that's, you know, going on in a lot of other Western countries right now. But like for some reason, even though drive-thrus existed at the time of the smoking ban, they never because of how like certain laws work here in the States, you could technically smoke in your car in the drive-thru, and it's so, I fucking hate it, man. Because I'm trying to take an order. I'm like, just. It's like, Jesus, man. Could you not put out your cigarette just fucking once for your, you know, roast beef sandwich, man? It's ridiculous. And there's some people who'd come in chains. They would drop their cigarettes. I remember one time somebody rolled up, you know, dropped their cigarette on the ground, right? And after I take their money and wait for their order, I quickly fill up a cup of water, look them in the eye as I douse their cigarette butt on the ground. I'm like, I ain't smelling that shit, man. You can piss off. I have no patience for that sort of stuff. And it's probably the most like for the most part, I have a pretty good mastery over my own irritability. In fact, I'm currently working on scaling back on a medication. But you know, I just still have no patience for that. I think it's beyond selfish to just smoke up in front of somebody like that without even asking. It's like yeah, it's like And I am more lenient towards like vaping, because at least with vaping, it's less harmful to those around you. Like, you're still inhaling like metals and stuff like that, but like, especially with like the substances in the vape, they don't actually get transferred the same way as like smoke does. So if somebody's smoking a cigarette around you, you know, the nicotine, all the addictive stuff's in that smoke. However, with a vape, as I understand it, whether it's the THC or the nicotine or whatever, it doesn't actually get absorbed the same way from secondhand. So like, you're not gonna really face that sort of thing. And it's like, so I'm, as you would say, a bit more lenient towards that sort of stuff. Just because, yeah, I don't want to smell your cigarettes. They're gross. They smell like you're burning piss-soaked rags. If I wanted to, you know, if like in cigars, I hear are a little bit better, but really it's still tobacco, so it's not great for you. I remember when I worked at a Dunkin', there was this guy who would always come in with a cigarette, and he'd be smoking it in front of his, I think it was a Chihuahua he had, and I would always think, I'm like, you know, it's one thing, I guess, to smoke in front of your kid, but like, to smoke in front of an animal who can't even object to you smoking in front of them, I don't know. Something doesn't seem quite right about that to me. Because like, a dog can't like object, and they're never really going to know the difference, but you're still giving them secondhand smoke. So I don't know about that, man. Yeah, you could tell. So you could tell I am very like dead set against like smoking. I remember one time, like, I've only ever smoked like once, and like some people were like, "It's like, dude, come on, try a cigarette." I'm like literally smoking this thing. I took 1 or 2 puffs or something like that. Like, God, this is fucking awful. What the fuck are you people doing? It was enough to get me a little sick, because I don't know if you know this, cigarettes, like, here's the thing. You ever seen like King of the Hill, or like that like old timey parenting thing, where it's like the dad catches the kid with a pack of cigarettes. He's like, "All right, you're gonna smoke the whole damn pack until you don't want to even do it anymore, look at it anymore." Because the reason that's kind of fucked up is because, like, you can, like, the first time you like smoke a cigarette, you're like ingesting all the poison in a cigarette, right? You're absorbing all of that. So the reason that somebody might feel sick, or like they might not want to do it after that, is because you're literally almost poison. Like, you're like almost like, I don't know if you can actually die from that type of poisoning, but like, you are going to be ill. That's for certain. And I remember, you know, like, my heart was racing, and like, you know, all sorts of like stuff. I was like dizzy. I was kind of nauseous. And then the reason that some people will kind of like, is you just work past that. That's what happens when you start smoking cigarettes a lot more often. Is you will eventually just get used to the amount of poison in your body. So I don't really have any love for that sort of stuff. But that's my cigarette rant. I remember. So me and my friend also watched, what was it? Scary Movie 3, and they kept referencing this movie called Pootie Tang, right? And so I recently I wanted to go look it up, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is Pootie Tang? Right? And because like, it's Pootie Tang, Pootie Tang, Pootie Tang, and I'm like, what is this? So I'm looking it up, almost expecting for that like age-old joke that everything in the universe is looking for this one specific VHS of porn. Like, that seemed to be the joke that they were making. Apparently it wasn't. Because like, that's like a joke, right? Where like, it's hard to explain where I know this joke from. It's just different parts of the internet. It's like how like rare certain, you know, films are, that they would like do, like even an alien would do anything to get a copy of that tape, because it's just, I don't know, priceless or whatever. And I thought that's where the joke was going. It wasn't. Apparently, the joke was that Pootie Tang was an American comedy film that came out a couple years before the third Scary Movie. And as I learned, it was written and directed by Louis C.K. I'm like, oh, okay. However, I did find not a copy of it, but like that, a Pluto TV will actually, it actually has it for free. I'm like, well, I know I'm definitely going to be showing my friend Pootie Tang now. Because now I'm curious about this. It's like, okay, I've never heard of it. Apparently aliens want to see this fucking movie. That they would risk invasion for it, or even a curse, more like it. So what was Pootie Tang? So I'm kind of excited to go see that eventually, maybe on Monday with my friend, because that seems wacky and stupid. But I also want to make sure I show them like other stupid movies too, like Crocodile Dundee's on the list soon. I also want to show them The Leprechaun 3. And there's kind of a reason for that one. I want to show them Art and, what's his name? Art and, I don't know, those two fucking loan sharks or whatever they are. They're just gay for each other. They're awesome. And that's kind of like the wackiest, the wacky while still being hilarious the movies have ever been. So I just think it'd be so cool. What? Am I supposed to do this beforehand? What's going on here? Boink. All right. So let's see. Can I do it now? Oh, there we go. Coolio. So I do have to kill them. It's like, I don't know. Just haven't done this in a while. All right. Yeah, I keep having to remember my rotation because it's like this one takes longer. This one is instant. So I got to make sure I press one and then the other. All right. What? Come on. Yeah, it's like, please, come on. Oh, wait. I remember the music's on now. Oops. Might have to fix that if y'all can't hear me well enough right now. What? Shut up. All right. But, so I also I don't, there's so many things I just want to show them. I keep finding new things to show him. Like, what was it? God, I don't know. Sometimes I just want to show him just wacky episodes from shows that movies that I've seen. Like, I'd love to show him the Yittering and Jack, the Tales from the Dark Side episode, or the one with Christopher. Was it? Yeah, it's Christopher Reeves. I want to show him. Is it Reeves or Reeves? I don't remember. Because, dude, that's so wacky. One dude named Reeves played Superman in the 40s. And, one Reeve in question played in the 40s and 50s. And then another played in the 80s. And I can't remember which one is which. All I know is that the older one's George and the newer one's Christopher. Newer in question. Oh, God. I don't know. It's also speaking... Oh my goodness. So my work asked me recently. It was we do a lot of community engagement. So it's one of those things we do to kind of help make sure that people are staying engaged and having a little bit of fun while our job is kind of difficult. And somebody asked me what was it? I think it was on Wednesday they asked me this. They say ooh, what's everyone's favorite, it's National Comic Book Day. What's everybody's favorite superhero comic? And I do The Flash, right? Because I actually really love The Flash. He's kind of my favorite one. And, oh, I forgot to absorb that. But somebody's well, it's also National Daughter Day. And I'm I don't know about daughters, but I definitely have Flash comics at home. And see, when I went to school at uni, there was actually a comic book shop, up the road. See, it's kind of hard to really say because my school took up practically a few blocks. And actually not unlike my dad's college campus from the 80s. Did I absorb that? Keep forgetting. No, I didn't. Cool. But like they're two different campuses, states apart, right? And whew, so I just would walk up that road or ride my bike or take. There actually wasn't a bus stop there. I think the closest bus stop was at the gym across the road, and like a few tens of yards up the road. And so my first time there, like it was when I graduated, I think in the first semester of my so like I started uni in the second semester. So it's all cold and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, what, apparently the dining halls don't do dinner right now. They're only doing lunch, or like, actually, no, there was only one open, and it was the one on the other side of campus. It was bull crap. Oh my goodness. And so I remember, what was it? I didn't have a job on campus. I actually didn't have it until my third out of fourth semesters. And so I started. I just had like $700. That's what I took out of my account to use for like all the stupid things I'd like to do. And so when I did that, I went to the comic book shop and I was like, "Ooh, this is fun." We don't have a comic book shop around me. Apparently, we do though. It's just a couple towns over though. Ritual of Soothing. The Blazing Strand. Oh yeah, it's a big fucking mountain. Teehee. And then I remember getting Domino's, and I got like chicken Alfredo. I just walked home with that since they're like those two places are right next door to each other. And so yeah, that was kind of fun. I remember my night then was, after everything was unpacked, was spent just reading Geoff John's Flash Volume 1. I really need to collect the rest of them because I have the first two and I have some of them on Kindle, because that fall actually I ended up winning bingo, and I got a tablet. That was like literally the only thing I did that night. It was actually kind of fun because I'm like, okay, what do we got for bingo? What do we win? I did it. I love winning at bingo, man. I am an old man at times in terms of just the things I like. I remember finding some like authors I hadn't read before there too. That was actually where I think I read Hellfire for the first time on my Fire tablet, which was really cool. Or no, it's called Kindle, isn't it? That was really fun. I remember like that was one of the only books that like had really left me like affected. It's hard to really know it. Like I remember it was so good. I actually now have a physical copy of it because it's so good. But yeah, that was kind of how my night went. And I was just and then I like had a bunch of other Flash comics. They like that's like, and I don't remember if it was the next fall or the one after that, but it was like National Comic Book Day or whatever around the same time, and they were doing a sale like for like certain issues, and so I got them, and I have like a whole few sets of like a couple arcs in order. And there was this funny part where like Dr. Alchemy got like absolutely nerfed in the Flash TV show. He is way cooler in the comics, right? Because like, just for instance, right, cops are shooting bullets at him, or like he's turning rain into fucking mercury or some shit. It was so cool. Like that guy is so cool. And the whole comic book was about how what was it? He needed a certain thing. He wanted like to spy on the Flash, so he hired a Trickster, the Axel Walker version, I think, because the other one's like James Jesse or something like that. He like hired him to steal his ring, and he like had it, and was like, oh my god, if you've never read that one, I don't remember what it's called, but like it's a few issues, maybe like between 5 and 6. It's so good because at one point he has to fix his ring, or like he's talking about all the chemicals that are in his ring, and he mentions uric acid. I'm like, uric acid? You have uric acid in your ring? And there may be other ways, and I didn't study chemistry a whole lot, but I did study physiology. And for those of you who don't know, uric acid is piss. That's the acid in your piss. And there may be another way to create uric acid synthetically, but I do find the idea kind of stupid and funny to think that the Flash used his own piss making that ring. Because it's so stupid. Like, okay, uric acid though. You're telling me you couldn't use like something else like formic acid? I don't know. Literally anything other than a chemical found in piss. Oh, it was ridiculous. Because like, let's say if it was like, I don't know, like, we used phosphoric acid. Because like, there's phosphorus in piss. But you could also just not use piss in that instance. It's just so stupid that I just kind of fell in love with that little flight of fancy. It's so stupid. Alright. Step through the nightmare portal. Oh yeah, okay. It's so weird because I've not like done this place in a long while. Let's see. Although, I don't know, this music's kind of mid though. Oh yeah, like we're talking about comic. See, I also used to read, what was it, Green Lantern? But I don't know, I just don't really like Green Lantern as much now. I remember my brother, he went to, I think it was Boston. See, my brother was an accounting major, so he did a lot of business trips and everything for his college. I remember one time he went to Germany and Sweden, and he he found a Lego vending machine in there. Am I in the right one? Yeah, okay, I am. And he got me, like, I don't even remember what he got me. It was just, I think it was a Star Wars set though. He got me that one. And I remember he got arrested in Germany, which was funny. Well, not arrested, I should say. I don't know if I've told this one before. He didn't get arrested. He got picked up because he was in a place that was like just, there was like, no people here after dark. We have similar signs here in America. I don't know about many other places. I just know we have them here. It's like, no parking here after sundown. I think it's to deter drug deals or something. And so he got picked up by the police, and they had to like find somebody who spoke English, because those two guys didn't. So that was how that happened. But he did go to Boston once, and he asked, I think he sent me a text or something. I don't even know what time it was, so I didn't even know how I responded. But he's like, hey, what comic book do you like? I remember getting like a Green Lantern comic or something. He got me like 2 of them. There was actually 2 from 2 different like arcs. One of them was, I don't know, he was fighting this girl who turned out to be, she was like a bounty hunter for like a dying race of people. And she turned out to be accepted as a Pink Lantern. And then I got, what was it? I think it was called Lights Out was the issue. And it was the start of that guy who was from the previous universe, who was saying about how, like, using the emotional spectrum batteries is actually, like, literally draining energy from the Big Bang. Is going to, further like, hasten the universe towards its end. That was kind of wacky. I don't actually even remember what his name was. I just know he's like massive, because apparently everybody in that previous universe was huge. Where am I going again? Oh yeah, I have to go to the very bottom. So, yeah, that's my comic book experience. Also, I remember also actually getting I remember getting Blue Beetle. I thought I had all the issues of Graduation Day, but I didn't. I remember even losing one of them somehow. Still don't know where it's at. So I have like, yeah, graduation day, I think issues, was it 3, 4, and 5? 3, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Still don't have 6. And I know they started the next arc and everything, so I don't know. But I absolutely love comic books, especially The Flash, because it's just wacky. He's kind of like the last vestige of that Silver Age logic where you just make shit up, which is kind of fun, really. Because it's like, oh, how do I don't know, it just, you have to really read the Flash comic sometimes because it is stupid like that. Because like it was like in like when you look at like old Superman comics when he like does shit, it's like, oh, I'm gonna super rub this metal to make it magnetic, even though I feel like you'd have to do that first with something that is magnetic, so you might not necessarily even be able to do that with like just your hands, dude. And so and like Flash does that all the time. He's like, okay, I am going to like to take down this guy who's made of tar. I am going to run super fast. Oh, am I going literally the wrong direction now? I'm gonna run super fast, and I'm gonna throw a lightning bolt at this dude so that I can basically glass him. And that's how that show goes. Oh, like I said, those comics are just wacky sometimes. I'm trying to remember what even happens, because I still have the issues of like Geoff Johns and the piss one too. I'm gonna keep calling it the piss one, just because it's fucking stupid. But yeah, I always am just gonna like, I have those, so I could probably look at some of the stupid stuff that happens there. But oh my goodness, so great. Oh, I have to find the Nightmare Scroll. Oh, Nightmare Spawn. I always remember. I remember first, I think, encountering these in the Draenei starting zone. I was like, "What the fuck is that thing?" I don't know if the model existed pre-Cataclysm. Well, actually, No, the Draenei weren't Cataclysm, were they? They were BC, weren't they? Yeah. So okay, I don't know if those if they were in the original Draenei zone, then probably. But like, they are so fucking wacky. I don't know. They kind of always remind me a bit of like The Thing. Like, they just look like flesh abominations that might occur if like The Thing was like started assimilating other creatures. Or like, what was it? Like, I don't know. There's something always to say about like flesh creatures. They're so weird. And like absolutely wacky. Because like, let's say you had like, there's like a great episode and also like very like dark. It is called Leonard Betts from the show The X-Files. Oh my god, that's so awesome. That show is great. But like, I always think it's like an underutilized part of body horror when you talk about like meat and like just flesh abominations is beyond wacky. Oop, ding, level 21. Like, I don't know, like, let's just, like, for instance, Leonard Betts, this episode's like almost 30 years old, so if you have a problem with that, get the hell out of here already. So this guy, he was like literally a living cancer. He would regenerate his body and consciousness by just making a copy of himself that's just pure cancer. And he like needs cancer to survive. So like he always works in a cancer ward or a hospital or something like that. And so that's just kind of how he goes. Alright, oh yeah, I gotta go kill those people. Can I hop on her again? Yeah. But like, it's just a wild episode. or like, I don't know, just like some sort of mutation, right? That ends up like bursting, like somebody like mutating all their muscle cells and flesh. It's like, oh god, it's so wacky, ridiculous. All right, time to close the portal. Brother, what? Come on, just fucking. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Oh, okay. Bro. What? No! I meant to kill the portal, damn it. Oh my goodness. Come on, let's kill it. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. I don't have enough energy. Well, you're a dragon, man. Come on. There we go. Awesome. It's like, bro, I'm certain you have enough energy. If you just ate right. If you believe in yourself. And in the heart of the cards. Oh, speaking of the heart of the cards, okay. So I was making a joke. Actually, no, it wasn't even my joke. It was something I pull off Reddit. See, there's this. I don't remember what cartoon it was, but it's like, I think it may be like it's that one movie about the story of Moses and the enslavement story from the Bible. And so it's like, Pharaoh, let my people go. And so they then put him next to, the Pharaoh from Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like, okay, Moses, but only if you can beat me in a children's card game. And I was talking about I sent it right next to a meme about like some Tumblr post talking about chess. And my friend was like, I'd actually prefer Yu-Gi-Oh! To chess. I'm like, what? He's like talking about like how chess is like, Yu-Gi-Oh's RNG, but chess isn't. I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes, I don't know. Chess is kind of like its own monster. It's purely an intellect game, and I prefer Yu-Gi-Oh! Because the strats are wackier. Like, most of the intellect that you need to use for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just matching cards to certain effects and getting wacky with it. Like, I remember me and my friends kept memeing on the Pot of Greed. It's like this VR video. And it's like, I summoned Pot of Greed. And so I actually got Pot of Greed to fuck with them. It's like, that card cost me, I think I got like 2 of them. Those cards cost me like $10. Alright, where is my... Whoa, my bags are fucking massive. Oh my. Alright, let's put that emerald vest on. Hell yeah. Now we can finally see my pants. Awesome. Go to the Grove of Ancients. Damn, this music's actually picking up. Oh, burp. Oh my goodness. Whew. I'm probably gonna immediately upload this when I'm done here. How are we doing on time? 43 minutes. Alright, that's pretty good. Maybe I might make this one shorter just for the sake of time. Oh boy. We'll see how like the Grove of Ancients is. I've never actually done that part, so we'll see. Maybe if that takes me to the 120 minute mark, 120 minute, hour and 20 minute mark, I might do that one. Yeah, I love this. I don't know. Dark Shore is not really my favorite zone. I do love it. I do like playing it when I get the chance. I don't know if I, like, aside from Mulgore and Dunmorrow, I don't know if I really have some big favorite zones. Because, I don't know, like, I always love Mulgore. Mulgore is where my heart is. Although, apparently I chose the wrong side for this server. Because apparently Alliance here is pretty fucking dead. Everyone's on Horde. Actually, to the point where, like, there's this 40-year-old American in my guild. And the joke is, what did I say? I said last night, we should do a drinking game every time somebody says, is this server dead? Immediately, he says in looking for group, he's like, man, is this server dead? He's like, oh, would you look at that? You asshole. And obviously, no. Since we're saying this in guild chat, up until the moment he says, "Is this server dead?" You know, the people are like, "Yeah, yes, fuck off." Oh my god. I have to explain, like, no, he's doing a bit. He's trying to get me drunk. Like I said, we have fun in my guild. It's fun. Although, for certain, I'm doing Felwood on this character. I love Felwood. I didn't do it last time because I went through a lot of, like, the Eastern Kingdoms last time on my main, so this one and maybe another one is all going to be about Kalimdor. Mounting the offensive. Yeah, I'm mounting myself. You know, all fours, going feral. Alright. Let's actually just dump a bunch of my gear. Alright, what the fuck? Oh, I think that's a quest item. I was like, what is that? Alright. What does this do? I have no idea what this is. Is that my old pair of boots? It is not. Coolio. Awesome. I might keep the shadow gem just so I can send it to another dude. Alright. Oh, actually, what the fuck was that? Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, cool. Let's see. Sell. Not doing cooking on this dude, so it doesn't fucking matter. Alright, and I got some wool. Let's get set that here. I am, like, very particular about how I arrange my bags. Oh my goodness. Alright, and there we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, no, I'm going to save that for later. Yeah. Alright, catch you later, guys.